Okay, so I hope I can get this in here for you good tonight, guys. We're going to be making a gasket. First thing I've done is just trace this out from my oil pan from my Super C. Used my Sharpie. Got a nice outside diameter. Now I like to go through beforehand, make some nice circles just like this, and mark out where my bolt holes go. Unfortunately for me, you can't always get a perfect circle right there. So I'm going to do the easy ones first and work on the rest of them. I have a nice little hole punching gasket here thing from Blue Point or Snap-on. And works pretty slick, just about like that. The only thing I don't like about it is you have to empty it every single time you use it. And I just had my pick. What is it? Da-da-da. Never fails. Put something in your hand and then you miss it. There we go. All right. So I had two really good marks right here and right there. And now I'm going to take the time to set this back down there, and hopefully they line up good. They do line up good. Nicely done. Okay. So I'm going to continue working on each one down, moving right here. See how this works out now. Sadly, that's just too big to go in there, but I'll take my Sharpie and get that as good as I can on each side. All right. Move that out of the way. And as you can see, I got a very clear inside and inside. I know exactly where to put my piece. So I can take this, using that inside part, comes right out. Setting it over here, doing the same thing. And I'll do it the boring way and set it back down again. And they line up really, really nice. So I'm going to keep repeating that process over and over again until I have all the holes done. I will come back once that's finished. Okay, so we are all finished, and I was going to show you, if you can see it, how a little patience in each one of those holes lines up really well. So what we will do now, pop this off, mark us a line all the way around here, get that center cut out, and I have a pan gasket for tomorrow. Alright, so I got the center cut out of it, and you can see that my holes are going to line up really, really nice all the way around. I will test fit each one with a bolt before I put it on, and then I will need very little to any silicone, to put on there. So hopefully the rest of the gaskets come in tomorrow and we can put the oil pump back together and have this project wrapped up. Okay guys, sorry I forgot to turn this on. My battery was low while I was assembling my pump here. I had a couple of gentlemen tell me that it's a good idea, as much sanding as I did, to still put a small amount of high temperature silicone on that and to use a larger flat washer. to spread out the pressure on that magnesium plate. It's not pot metal, magnesium. So I've followed what the old guy said and did that. When I set it back together, after looking at my trusty INT manual, I believe it states 4 to 5 thousandths maximum clearance for oil in here. Yeah. Oil pump right up there. Series A, B, C, 5 to 8 thousandths. So mine is set at 4 thousandths. So that might be a little tight by spec, but it took one gasket. We torqued it down just like it said so in the back side of the book, and I'm pretty happy with it the way it's at. So I'm going to move on to finishing up the oil pan and hopefully be putting that on here very shortly. And I hope those wider washers help maintain a little bit of better grip for that oil pump across there. Alright, so I thought I'd bring you back here. Seems like a good spot. Slide you in as you watch what we're doing. I put the oil pump in and I put the oil pan on because that's a job by itself. And probably didn't need all the swear words on there. But we're going to pull this out real quick and swap out the oil filter. And then we're going to be ready to start this up to see if we made a difference in the oil pump of the old Super C. Pull that off there. Sit that to the side. Ooh. Tell you what, we're going to grab a pick. And we'll just take a little bit of time here. Pull that old rubber seal out. That's actually pretty clean in there. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, that's pretty nice. All right, so I just went to Napa for my stuff. 1172 gold filter, if anybody's asking. Comes with a little O-ring in there. And it fits down in there quite nicely. All right. So the old filter doesn't look bad at all. I mean, the cartridge is still in good shape in there. But might as well just put some new on it. Slide that puppy on. Put that back. Oh no, that does not look too shabby at all, does it? I think that bolt may be just a little bent. But it's seems to cinch down okay. All right, so we'll go with it. Start off with clean right there. See how that ends up going. Okay, so fun part, I'm dropping oil in the old motor. Now, once again, I just went to Napa, picked up case oil. It's the same oil I use in everything else around here, so I don't have any mix and matches. All right, so we got 5 quarts of oil in. We got our fold-over locks folded over. We got our oil pump shimmed to 4 thousandths according to plastic gauge. I think we are ready to run my hot wire here and see how this old girl runs. All right. Next thing we're going to be working on is the charging system, but right now it's just kind of making sure we got a good motor before we go crazy. So I'm going to put you right down here so you can get a good look at the oil pressure. Alright, gas is on. Good look at that oil pressure, I hope. It's out of gear. Well, gentlemen, I will take that. Running at half a gauge and a dead idle. That's perfect. Yeah, guys, I really like that. That looks really, really good. So I think we got our oil pressure problem. Now it's on to the correct way to fix this. Get a new one of those. I got a new switch coming in, and then we will be putting on a charging system. So I'll catch you back on the next video. Give us a like and a share.